two, three, four, 5 lip liners. I don't even use lip liner. Alright, so it is like 8 o'clock at night and I am starting my decluttering of my entire house. And I'm talking kind of quietly because my baby is sleeping in the next room, which is why I'm doing this right now, so I can keep going and get a lot of work done. And I really wanted to do this decluttering right now because with the holidays coming up, and it's also my son's first birthday in December. He was born a week before Christmas. With all of that, I just don't want the added stress of extra clutter and having that weigh on my mind. So I'm just gonna go through and try to knock out all of the areas that I have left. Okay, so this is my little makeup area. A lot of it is even like broken. This is probably from, I don't know, does makeup have an expiration date? I don't even know, but this is probably like from, I want to say maybe 5 years ago or more. Funny story about these. When I was like super hardcore budgeting right before I got married, I paid off like $20,000 of debt, working like 3 jobs, and I was not even getting my hair cut. I decided I was gonna cut my own hair to save money, and I bought these hair cutting scissors. It was such a disaster, and I don't ever plan on cutting my own hair with these again, so I think those could probably go. Like 4 or 5 nail clippers. I don't know why I have so many nail clippers. Alright, so I just finished going through my makeup and I have 6 chapsticks right here, and one of them is from, you probably cannot see this, but this one's from 2013. And this one is from 2011, y'all. I have like one that I actually use. I feel like we are such creatures of habit and we really just use the same things over and over again. At least I know for me, like I have the stuff that I really like and I just use that stuff every single time over and over. And so I keep holding on to all these other things just in case, but really I'm never going to use them because I just go back to the things that I know I like, and so they just get wasted anyways. Yeah, so this is all of the makeup that I'm throwing away. I cannot believe there was this much stuff in there. It's like almost a whole bag. This is like years worth that I've just been holding on to for whatever reason, so it's going to feel so good to just clear all of that out. Okay, so next I just pulled this out from underneath the sink, and this is like an entire bag of perfume. They've been in here so long that you know how when you've had perfume for a while it starts to smell like kind of musty and it doesn't smell good anymore? Well, that's how these are, so they definitely need to go. I've just been hanging on to this stuff because I feel bad throwing it away, but it's just sitting in here getting yucky. And then I don't paint my fingernails. I do paint my toenails, but I almost always use the same color. So next I'm gonna go through, I have this whole bag of nail polish, so I'm gonna get rid of probably most of this. Okay, so this is underneath the sink. And there's just so much stuff down here. It's hard to even find what you need because it's just like this sea of products, and I kind of tried to organize it with these little white bins, but since they go back instead of up, it just makes it really hard to see everything. And honestly, probably most of this stuff is expired by now. Alright, so here is the after of underneath the sink. Before I had a whole thing for hair, I had a whole thing for nails, and now I've got it all just in these little drawers. Hair, lips, nails, eyes, brushes, and face. And this is something that my sister did in her bathroom, and I really liked the way that it was organized. It just made a lot of sense to me to have them separated this way. So I got that idea from her. And then just a couple of palettes that I decided to keep. And then over here, huge difference. Before it was packed all the way to the back. And now I just have these couple of things at the front, hair stuff, lotion. And then over here, I just have my hair tools, just like blow dryer, curling iron. And I really am not crazy about this way of organizing. So if you have any ideas for how you organize your hair tools, I would love to hear, because I've just never really found a good solution for that. It's all the stuff that I'm getting rid of. And this entire bag is trash from underneath the sink. It's insane how much stuff was actually trash. So this is my drawer, and as you can see, it's just become a little bit of a mess. Everything's just kind of gotten dumped in here. Much better. All right, so now I am going through our living room, and there's just a bunch of like little areas in here that feel kind of cluttered. Nothing like big, but I'm just gonna show you guys some of those areas and how I am attempting to make it look better. Right here, I've just been keeping like a diaper cream, his brush, and wipes just kind of on the floor because I haven't really been changing them on the changing table anymore. I always just kind of grab a diaper here in the living room. So I think what I'm gonna do is I have this little basket that has his like stuffed animals in it. And what I think I'm going to do is actually use, this is his hamper, but I've kind of realized that I really don't need a hamper for him specifically, because when I put his clothes in his hamper and then I go to do laundry, I grab our hamper, and a lot of times I forget to grab his hamper too, so it just makes it less efficient, and so I don't really think I want to separate it that way anymore. We use the same detergent for his clothes and our clothes, so it really doesn't make a lot of sense. So anyway, I am going to use his hamper, I think, for his stuffed animals, and so that frees up this little basket to use as like a little diaper station here in the living room. And I really like this basket because it's super neutral. It still goes with our decor, but it'll just make this look a little bit better instead of having all of this just sitting here on the floor. And I can put a few more diapers in here and just kind of keep it in that little corner a little bit more concealed. All right, and then next in the living room was our workout gear. It was on the other side of the couch where you could see it, and I do work out from home every day, and so I definitely want to keep this equipment, but I don't like how cluttered it looks. But we don't really have a separate space for it that makes sense, because you want it to be easy to get to. You don't want to be having to like drag weights all the way from another room in the house. So I ended up just moving it all over here to this little corner instead of the other side of the couch where you could see it as soon as you walked in. So I feel like it's a little bit better, at least it's tucked away. All right, so next I am going through our Christmas decor from last year, or from the last couple of years, and I'm going to see what I actually want to put out this year and what we can go ahead and donate. I want to do it early so that we can take the stuff to Goodwill and it'll still be in season and people could still use it. So I have these 2 totes, and my goal is to try to get it down to 1. This was his first stocking for his first Christmas last year, so even though we're doing different stockings this year, I think I'm gonna put this in his baby box because that's just so cute. Alright, so I just finished going through all of the Christmas decor, And I was able to get it down to 1 tote. This one here. So it is still kind of a big tote, but I'm totally okay with that because Christmas is actually one of those seasons that I don't like to go super, super minimal. But also we don't have a lot of space and we don't have a lot of space to set things. So, and this is with also including a blanket and a couple of pillows. So that's another reason it looks like more. And then we have this little tote that has ornaments and stockings. And then over here is all the stuff we're getting rid of. So like half of one of these totes full. And then I'm also, oh, and then we also had all of this was trash. I don't know why we had so much stuff that was trash in there. But yeah, so that was taking up a lot of space with just things that need to go in the trash. And then also I was going through my living room earlier. I told y'all and, oh, hello, excuse me. And this is some of the stuff that I'm getting rid of decor-wise, and then jewelry from earlier when I was going through my jewelry. So this is all like my little donate pile. Okay, so next is just a really quick little project, and that is going through this little basket of pet supplies. I use almost nothing that's in here, so I don't know why I've been keeping it. So I'm gonna go through this and just clean it out, and yeah, this one will just take like a couple of minutes, but it's something that's been kind of bothering me, so might as well get it out of the way. So this is all stuff that I don't use, that was just sitting in there, and these are the only things that we do actually use. Toys and a brush. All right, so the next thing in the living room area is blankets, and we have this chest that we keep kind of our spare blankets in and things, so I'm gonna go through that and see if there's anything we can go ahead and get rid of, and maybe some that we're not using right now that we can store in there. A lot of stuff in here. A lot of these are sentimental though, like this blanket my aunt made when my mom passed away, and this one was made for our baby. So I'm not really sure how much we'll get rid of out of here, but I think there's probably some things that we can toss, so I'll show you guys what we get rid of here in just a minute. It wasn't that much to get rid of blanket wise. We have this one, which I really like, but it gets orange fuzz all over me, so it's gonna go. This little blue one, I don't know, don't really have a spot for it. And then just like a blanket and sheets in here that we don't ever really use, so I'm gonna get rid of all of that. And then in here, we're just keeping like an extra winter blanket for when it gets colder. This was a baby blanket that my aunt made, and most of his baby blankets are in with his baby stuff, but this one's a little bit bigger, so we're gonna keep it in here. And then like a big quilt and another just kind of nice blanket, but it's not neutral, so I like it to be a little bit more hidden away in here, so. This is terrible lighting. Sorry. The last thing that I'm gonna work on this evening is the junk drawer. So this is kind of just where all the random stuff ends up. So I'm gonna sort through that and see if I can find homes for these things and just leave like the few essentials that we wanna get to and I have easy access to. But yeah, I would love to know if you have a junk drawer, or maybe you call it a utility drawer to make it sound more useful, or how you kind of deal with miscellaneous things. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear. So this is our junk drawer, and it has everything from like wedding invitation, old napkins, stamps, hook thing, baby proofing, just all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna kind of sort through here and then I'll show you guys what I get rid of. Okay, so all this pile was trash. There was even gum in there that, I don't even know how old this gum is, but we never really chew gum. So, and like these little anchors that I don't know what they go to, old napkins. These came with a little tray thing that I got recently, but I will never use these little foot pieces, so there's really nothing to do with them but throw them away. This is like a really, really old mace that's probably expired. This little cord that I don't know what it goes to, an old journal. This is stuff that needs to be shredded, like checks that have already been deposited. A mask that goes in the entryway, so I'm gonna put that away. This is baby proofing, extra baby proofing stuff, so I have a little spot in the entry closet to put that. Same with this, and then I have a thing for candles. And then this is stuff that I'm probably gonna put back in the drawer. An old engagement photo that I need to put in our photo box. This goes in my baby's closet. Cleaning cloth, I'll probably keep that in there. And then these dry erase markers I use for our little dry erase calendars, so I'm gonna keep those in there. And then the rest is just all of these pens and Sharpies. And I don't think anyone needs this many pens. So I'm just gonna kind of pare these down and just keep a couple. All right, so here is what it looks like now. Just a few pens and Sharpies, to-do list, stamps, and my dry erase markers and a little cleaning cloth for glasses. I feel like this is so much better than it was, so hopefully we can maintain it. Thank you so much for watching my Declutter and Organize My Whole House With Me video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it gives you some inspiration to get your own house ready for the holidays. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.